Hello.
And we're back.
Yes, we are.
Big episode 7.
Jeez, is it actually? I
Yeah.
get shocked every time you say how many episodes we've done, just because I expect us to not have made it to this point.
Yeah. Keep exceeding those expectations. Just keep rising through the charts.
Through the charts. Joe Rogan, we're coming for your fucking neck.
We said it in episode 1, we're saying it in episode 7. It's what it is.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
I am tired.
Yeah? Back in London, treating you okay?
Yes, I'm back in London. As we can see, it's Easter. And I am on work duty. I am working. And it's tiring.
Yeah, how's it treating you?
Bro, I'm doing 12-hour days basically. I'm literally like I'm up at 6:30. Okay. I'm out the door by like 7:15. And I'm not through the door until like 7:45 PM.
And
So
just
that
for
is,
context, we are now filming this at 11:25 in the evening.
yeah, I am not getting much sleep tonight. But anything for the podcast, guys. Do it for the content. But yeah, Christ. It's tough, but I don't know. It's working with kids, so I guess at the end of the day, you kind of have to be like, oh, it's rewarding. So, you know, do it for the kids. Fuck them kids.
Yeah.
Bro.
Whoa. Whoa.
Imagine what.
Hold on. Do you want to cut the tape here and we rewind and should we try and re-record that one? Should we go in again? Take 2?
You know what I mean.
We might want to clarify for anyone who's not entirely sure what you mean.
No. I'm good. Nah, I don't know, man. Fuck me. Imagine a parent watches this. Imagine a parent watches this fucking podcast and they're like, oh, kind of I literally don't want to say too much about where I work, literally just in case. I don't know, I get or something. I know that's like weirdly paranoid, but
It's a crazy world these days. Anything can happen.
Yeah, no, I work at a childcare place. It's like an activity camp, and we do like.
Oh, is that what they're calling them these days?
we do like well, activities like sports stuff, arts and crafts stuff, and Jesus Christ, I thought babysitting was hard. Actually, no, that's a lie. Babysitting's easy. I don't know why I'm capping. Babysitting's easy. Taking care of like a numerous amount of kids is tough, and like I would say like, oh, I feel sorry for teachers, but like no, because school is an infrastructure of itself. Like school, kids expect school. Like kids are set up to work at school, right?
Yeah.
Kids aren't set up for like going to these places in the holidays and listening to these like underpaid staff run them through activities. Like,
yeah,
it's just not the same. So the attitude is an interesting one. So I've currently like this time I've worked with like 10 plus, which is like the oldest kids, and 3s to 4s, which are like the
kids. Okay, so you're wearing both hats.
Yeah. It's interesting though, because it's a bit of a horseshoe theory. So the 3 to 4s don't do activities because they can't. Like there are a lot of activities they physically can't do. And the 10s pluses don't do activities because they don't want to.
Okay.
Which is great.
So you're missing the sweet spot in between where they're physically able and intrigued to.
Yeah. Some are lucky. Some are lucky and they have those groups. Not me though. Not me. It's okay though. It's okay. I'm just tired all the time.
Yeah.
And like just revealing a little bit of secrets about these places. Nobody has any idea what's going on, by the way. Like there's a timetable, but in terms of stuff that's pre-planned,
Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist.
Yeah, but I don't want to say too much in case I'm like
Is it
liable.
is
For
it the
them.
vibe of one of those like wholesome indie movies? Like on your first day, they all start throwing things at you and slapping you, and then by the end of week 2, you know, they can't imagine their life without you.
Oh,
Or the
what, like,
guitar
they
solo plays
they
in the
warm you
background.
as like a
Yeah.
camp leader.
One of
No,
the ringleader, the one who
no.
was talking the most shit at the beginning, suddenly goes, you know what, you're not too bad.
Yo,
And then a
man.
wry smile wears over your face as the guitar solo starts to play.
Yo, I thought you were whack before. You know, very much not radical, but you're cool.
You're all right.
And then we, you're all right. And then we like fist bump, but like I hold out my fist.
And then it's a freeze frame.
Yeah, and like it's not. It like, did they fist bump or not? Bro, we should direct movies.
I
don't know
know.
why we haven't
Yeah.
thought about this before. We should
Disney, hit up your boys.
But yeah, it's an interesting work environment. But parents are fucking crazy, man. Parents are fucking crazy. I won't go into specifics, but I have some fucking crazy stories. Well, they're not like crazy. They're just like Karen stories.
Yeah, same. I have some of those as well from my
Oh
work. I
yeah,
don't want
shit.
to.
Of course, from retail job.
Yeah,
I didn't know you had
it's
Karen.
almost.
How do you even have Karen?
Yeah, you
That's
see a
crazy.
few. You see a few. We
Damn.
could. I mean, we could get into them now, but it would be a 2-hour episode,
Nah, I
and
don't
we'd
think I'm.
both
I
be
don't think
crying by the end of it.
considering I'm currently working at the job, I don't think
Yeah, as am I.
like I can't
Yeah.
do one of those spilling tea at my job videos because
Yeah, potentially one day
Yeah.
down the line we'll do a tell-all.
it'll be like those do you ever hear about those like kids that work at like Starbucks and shit, and then their managers find their TikTok and then they get fired?
Oh,
You ever
that's
seen
fun.
that?
No, but
Nah,
it makes sense because some of the things people
yeah.
just go and be like exposing Starbucks ingredients, and it's just like, aha, they don't have a business anymore.
Yeah, true, to be fair. Exposing KFC 11 herbs and spices.
Yeah,
Like,
what are you
damn,
doing?
bro, damn.
That
To be
TikTok
fair,
money is not going to last.
to be fair, even if we found out the 11 herbs and spices, do you think we'd care?
No.
Like, what are KFC afraid of? Like, oh, if we find out there's 11 herbs and spices, we're suddenly all gonna go out and make our own KFC
Yeah.
at home. Yeah,
As
because
if as if people go
everybody
to
has time for
KFC
that.
purely for the quality of cuisine. It's not the fact that it's fast and always open.
Oh, now that I know the recipe, KFC is just so blasé. Could go home and cook a much finer version. Oh, Jesus. Nah, but parents be wildin', bro. Parents be wild.
Yeah,
I don't
they're
know.
crazy.
It's also like, no offense to like private school kids. Some of my closest friends are private school kids.
Is this going to be a theme every time we insult a group of people? We just have to go, you know, just to preface this, they're some of my closest friends.
I have a very diverse friendship group,
but fuck them.
Nah, it's because it's all the private school kids currently this week because like all of the normal schools haven't like broken up yet, so it's just all the private school kids, and yeah.
Sounds like a treat.
Love it.
Do it for the paycheck. That's all you got to do. Just remind yourself you're doing
Oh,
it for the
not even,
paycheck.
man, because I'm underpaid. I'm definitely underpaid on a level. My expertise is wasted in a place like that. Fire me though, if you find this. Please don't fire me.
I need it.
Bro, this is weird. This is a weird. It's a weird vibe talking about a job you currently have.
Yeah, I know, because it's kind of eggshelly, but you want
Yeah.
to shed some light on it, but you can't.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's not that serious at the end of the day, really. But
No,
still, you never know.
it
You
is.
never know these days.
Yeah, I don't know.
And one of the other things, it's you realize how much parents are annoying, but then you realize how suspect certain people's parenting methods are as well. And that's the thing that comes through the most, and it just makes you go, oh.
Just like, what? Like, I don't know, man. Parents are crazy. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of the oh my god. Like but you just know they're like rich kids. Like one of the kids I was like having an interaction with this kid and he'd like made a paper plane and he was like, I'm trying to decide what kind of plane this is. And like he knows all of this stuff about planes. And at first I was like, oh, you know, maybe the kid just has an interest in planes. Like some kids have like get really like obsessed about like trains or like I don't know. You know how kids get like obsessed with transport for like
Hmm.
a brief period? I thought it was just that.
Yeah.
No, it's because he's a frequent flyer, so he just knows all of these like planes because he's flown on them multiple times, apparently.
Oh,
And I don't know
gas.
whether it's just like kids chatting shit, but like he doesn't seem like that
Potentially,
kind of
which it
kid.
potentially
Potentially,
is.
potentially, to be fair. I should probably preface this with like kids chat a lot of shit.
Yeah, they're grade A wafflers.
Bro, kids, no, but you can straight up ask a kid like a yes or no question and they will give you like the definitive wrong answer. Like I will be like to these kids, I'll be like, okay, have you got your I don't know, have you got your coat? And they'll be like, yeah. I'll be like, is it in your bag? And they'll be like, no. I'll be like, well, you're not wearing it, are you? And they're like, no. So do you have your coat? No.
No.
It's cute. It's cute to be fair. Like definitely like the younger ones. They can be really
Those are the ones that will turn into pathological liars. Just take it to a dark place. These are the ones who are going to be the master manipulators, the Patrick
serious.
Batemans in a few years. Let's not go down that road.
Oh my god. No, I don't wanna get into that. Jeez. But the work is long. I will like away from the kids, the work is long. Because like it's also kind of far away. So like I'm having to commute quite a way, which
Stress.
is a bit stress. Commuting is stress, man. I can't lie. Like public
It's rubbish.
public
If
transport.
you were a frequent flyer like your boy, you could have just
You could just fly there, but
landed on the helipad of the building. It would have been
desafortunadamente.
sweet.
But the thing is, the school, because it's a school, like it's all like school because we have to use like school facilities. And things. The school I work at, right, could very well have a helipad. This place is mud when it comes to facilities. Like it's mud. Cannot lie. Like
Damn.
they have a pool. Their sports hall is massive. They got like pitches on site. It's
A
crazy.
primary school with a pool.
No. It's a secondary
Or
school.
is it a
to be fair. It's a
Oh,
secondary
okay,
school.
okay,
It's a
okay.
secondary school. There's a primary school attached though, which is really interesting. Like you see some like primaries that are like related to like some schools, but I don't think I've ever, to be fair, I don't have regular interactions with private schools. But the primary school is like on site, which is kind of funny. But we go to the
Uh,
secondary school bit, and
yeah.
it's just kind of crazy. But Jesus, I don't know. Kids be wild and but
that's
I don't
that's
know.
the summary of this topic. Kids be
Yeah,
wildin'.
kids be wild. I don't know. I forgot how kind of like the 10-year-olds they can get like really like they love to not be treated like babies. That's like their main thing. Their whole mentality is I don't want to be treated like a baby.
Oh, I'm an adult.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's like I'm a big kid or like something like that. So like I try
Yeah,
to
yeah.
you ever played that like supermarket game where it's like, oh, I went to the supermarket, I got apples. It's like, oh, I
Got
went to the supermarket,
this. Yeah, yeah,
apples and we
yeah.
oh, should we play this? And they're like, no, that's a baby game. That's a
Oh, yo. They told you, to be fair. They got you.
yeah,
They sunned you
they did me. They
in the
did me.
middle of the
All they want
workplace.
to
They
do is
just
like, I don't know. All they
absolutely.
want to do is like talk about boys and like watch TikToks. Like, I don't know, man. I forgot. I don't know. I don't have regular because I don't have like young cousins. I didn't realize how like actually obsessed with TikTok kids are.
Yeah, we're getting into the TikTok segment of the show. We're going to carve out a percentage of each episode to dedicate to TikTok madness.
Yeah, I don't know, man. TikTok be wild in these days. TikTok be
And
crazy.
speaking of, and TikTokers be wildin'.
TikTokers do be wild and TikTokers be famous.
TikTokers be too famous, famous that they do not deserve. And speaking of famous that they do not deserve,
Yo, you know they're getting primetime slots now on
primetime late night slots. This is oh my god, I've just realized this is where two of our enemies of the podcast have converged in one video.
what, TikTok and late night talk shows.
Yeah, yeah. And they've banded together to try and destroy us once and for all.
Oh
But
my
we're
god.
taking a stand. We are taking a stand,
Okay,
people.
so Kian, do you want to explain this segment and what I'm going to be watching for the first time? Do you want to just give it a brief summary?
We are about to witness the great and multi-talented Addison Rae on the hilarious and
queen.
talented Jimmy Fallon show.
A queen and king combo.
Two of the best to ever do it.
Entertainers supreme.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This is the lovely lady Addison teaching Jimmy Fallon some dance moves. And I saw about 20 seconds of it before I went, I can't watch this anymore. This is prime real estate, good cut of beef content for the podcast.
So the only I knew she was on Jimmy Fallon, but I haven't seen anything from it. But I knew she was on Jimmy Fallon, and the reason is because she's released. Like, did you see she's released a song?
Yeah,
she's dipped her toes into the music industry,
like every other person ever.
It's just
every social media sensation.
It is literally that though. Like, I don't know why. Like, music, like, there is not that much money in music. There actually is not. Like, streaming makes fuck all.
I think they just know that they need to diversify, to be honest, because they know that whatever they're doing won't last forever.
I think what it is, and like, you know, I'm not saying it's only cringe TikTokers that do it, because fucking our boys did it as well. They went into music as well, so they're not fucking, you know.
Oh yeah.
The boys. Tiny me, they're not blameless either. Okay.
No.
But they go into music because they need something to beef out their live shows, and it will be to beef out the live shows, because, like, as funny as Cody and Noel are, like, and they are, like, they're seasoned comedians, so they could have done
straight stand up,
and maybe that's where it's different, and maybe that's why, like, maybe that's why I respect that more. Also because their music's fucking better than Addison Rae's.
Yeah, and it is that it does seem to be the natural progression for them, especially considering I think TikTok is not that easy to make money off of. I mean, there's sponsored posts, but it's not that many. You kind of really need to transfer your success to other places.
She's nowhere near interesting enough for YouTube.
No.
Some of them are. Some of them are. Don't get me wrong. There are, like, I remember, who was it? I can't remember. I think somebody did a video on, like, that whole, like, popular group of TikTokers and, like, their own individual channels. So I went and watched a couple of their videos. There are one or two who do have remnants of a personality,
but they're not exactly designed for long form content. There's a reason they found their niche where they did.
Yeah.
Lip syncing to other people's words, dancing to other people's
now Addison Rae can lip sync to her own words on the Jimmy Fallon show when she's performing her new hit single Obsessed. Anyway, before we waffle on too much, let me actually boot up this clip.
Let's get into it.
I'll set this up. Here we go. Here it is. Pain.
Take a deep breath.
First of all,
let's do it.
First of all,
that is a brutal.
Should we look at the top comment?
Should we just give it a cheeky dislike? Just a cheeky one. There it is. Money.
I respect the fact they chose to do this without saying a single word.
Okay. The comments are going to spoil it. You've got to see it first. You've got to see it first.
Okay. Yo, did you know Mariah Carey sang to Addison Rae during a FaceTime?
No way. No way. Lucky her.
Anyway.
Give it 1 second. Oh, okay. Let's pause it. Let's pause it
just
for
to
1
pause it.
second.
Okay.
So,
Firstly,
as you may have noticed, as we noticed before, obviously they don't have the licensing rights to the various songs that are designed to go with the dancers.
So this is interesting. You said this before, and I was prepared for that. The interesting thing is, it's not so much that they're playing just random, like they're just playing
Elevator
random
music.
Those are like the tune.
The beats, yeah.
They are
The
the
beats of the songs, yeah.
But it's obviously like the Roots playing it. And first of all, right, I love the Roots. I fucking love the Roots. They make some really like good music. They actually do.
And whenever he interacts with them, they're by far the least insufferable parts of the Jimmy Fallon show.
Wasted. They are
Yeah.
fucking wasted on the fucking Jimmy Fallon show.
It's
And I will
true.
say that to my fucking grave. I don't know what they are doing there. I don't know what they are fucking doing there. They are wasted. Anyway, so firstly, no, they don't have the actual rights to the song, so they've just got the Roots to play. Like, and it's...
I'm sure it's the highlight of their career as well.
Oh, what did you... They just come home. What did you do today, honey? Oh, you know, I just played the...
Sold my soul.
Played the backing tracks to some TikTok songs while this 20-year-old woman danced on stage.
Yeah, we can. Do you want to get a divorce now, or do you want to do it a bit later? Because this is not going to work.
All right. I've got to continue. We're only 30 seconds in as well. Jesus. Right. You notice how everybody's cheering along as well? Sorry, can I just...
It's so awkward. Why? What is there? Okay, play.
Okay.
Okay, pause. I can only make it for a few seconds at a time. But I'm very confident, sir, that this is our doomsday device. This is the beginning of the end. This is where it all starts. Also, can we talk about a couple of features of this? Because this is something really shocking. First of all, we've got Jimmy standing in the back. I mean,
this is his thing. He just stand in the back. Like, he did it in that fucking, you know, the Daniel Radcliffe thing where he's like...
Oh, yeah, the alphabet thing.
Which is, you know, nice party trick. I actually did rate it. But Jimmy's just standing in the back and he's doing all the fucking letters. And so this is like his thing. Bro looks hella
and she's
creepy.
Not good. Yeah, he does just peeping on her back there. But she's not even good. Like, this is the perfect example of someone who is and respect to her, way transcended where they were supposed to go in the food chain. I mean, seriously, she should have 127,000 followers on Instagram and be getting meme pages to plug her account. And she should be plugging Fashion Over products like they're going out of style. How has this happened? What is the world coming to?
Okay, right. What I will say is that's a respectable hustle, first of all, what you've just described.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is a very respectable hustle.
But there's a cap where they live.
I think what it is it's supply and demand at the end of the day.
Unfortunately, which is what we discussed last week.
It's supply and demand to a specific generation, and this is what I mean. It's in high demand in...
Yeah.
I guess, would it be our generation? It would have to be, wouldn't it? This is in high demand in our generation, right? So she supplies it to our generation through TikTok, through Instagram, through the socials. And we fucking eat that shit up because, you know, big ups to Addison Rae. And she did a really good job. So am I surprised that she's got fucking how many other followers on TikTok it is? It's a lot.
And it's digestible. I think that's the biggest thing with TikTok is how digestible it is. It's even easier to go on than the other things. And I think which is where we always circle back to. But
yeah, my question is, why is Jimmy Fallon? Because it might not, to be fair, it might not be Jimmy Fallon. I don't think Jimmy Fallon sat there and gone, you know who we should have on my show? That Addison Rae.
You know who I really want to meet?
Yeah, I don't think he sat there and done that, but obviously Jimmy's PR team has reached out and they've been like, yeah, you know what, you uh possibly a the biggest encompassing of Gen Z culture on the face of the planet currently.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
But it is. You have
Closely followed by the Jonah Complex on Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify.
bro, like we don't hate our generation. I know Kian's giving it the whole. I don't say that. We don't hate.
No, we don't. We
Like
don't. We don't.
this is I think it's fair, and but the point is they've gone. Let's get this like package of Gen Z and put it on this fucking millennial late night talk show because that's what it is. No fucking, I don't know. To be fair, we don't get this fucking show, so I don't know if people our age
To be honest,
watch it.
millennial might
but-
even be generous. It's probably
Do you
closer
reckon?
to a millennial Gen X. I'd reckon.
Maybe.
Maybe older millennials,
I reckon it's
early Gen
millennials because they
X.
would have like grown up with it or whatever.
Potentially. And we do forget that Jimmy Fallon was at one point a semi-successful, a successful comedian
On
in his own
SNL.
right with regards to SNL and stuff. Yeah, we
Anyway,
do
I don't
forget
want
that
to
he
get too
wasn't
bogged.
just the.
Yeah. I don't want to
Let's
get
just
too
skip
bogged
through.
down in the.
Does anything change with it later in the video? I actually don't know. Oh. Oh, he joins in. Wow.
Oh, wait, what the fuck is this?
Ah. We were just about to move on as well. They had. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Sir, you're 50. Sir, you are 50. You have a wife and children. Go home.
Oh,
Go to
bro,
your
bro, she
family.
put her
See
bro,
them.
bro, she put her ears on
Yep.
outside of her hoodie, on the outside of her hoodie. Bro, I'm dying. Bro, I'm dying.
Oh.
Should we
We decided, bear in mind, we decided to discuss this before we even knew this was a part of it. It somehow got
You
worse.
hadn't watched this far in the video, had you?
Nope. I bet he did not think this was where his career was going. Oh, yeah. Get him, boys.
I don't want to do. I don't want to. I don't. I was about to like do a bit where I like get up and go to leave. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna.
It's not even worth it.
I'm gonna.
We should just quit
reserve
the
that.
podcast. We forgot to do that bit almost. We should just
the
quit
bit,
the
the bit,
podcast.
bro. Let's do the running joke.
We've got to squeeze it in. Yeah, but we will quit after this. We're not joking.
Yeah, oh god. Yo, if you are one of the like 3 listeners who listen on Spotify and you don't watch the video, you are so lucky right now. You are so lucky.
In fact, we're going to advise more people to head over to Spotify.
Something I've just noticed, right? Okay, this doesn't matter that much, okay? But this is the outfit she has on here, okay, for the TikTok dances, okay?
They change.
She pulls a change. She changes. She changed into this outfit for the TikTok
dance. Oof.
This was worth an outfit change in the Jimmy Fallon team's eyes. They were like, "Yeah, we need multiple costumes on set today."
Yeah, this is a big night for us. This is a make or break show.
I'm not even gonna entertain that. This is off. This is going off.
It's off. And okay, one other thing separate, and it's not that serious, but it's somewhat upsetting. You know how certain things, like you read things about how people like songs and then they become TikTok songs, and now they can't listen to them because everyone's just like, you just like it from TikTok or whatever.
Yeah.
I hate how TikTok has now, it's gone past that and it now scars certain language, like certain words. So
Elaborate.
So the word ethereal, yeah, I wouldn't use it frequently. I was not a frequent user of the word. But every once in a while, I'd throw it out there in a conversation. It's a good word. It's a $10 word. What can you
Yeah,
say? But
yeah.
now you can't. I can't say that word without sounding like some slut for astrology. You know. Morning, guys. So if you're like me, you're waking up today feeling really ethereal,
Oh
and
god.
yeah, and we're gonna have an ethereal day, and we're gonna be nice and extracellular. Those are the
Jeez.
two E's for today. So yeah, stay fucking ethereal, guys.
You know what? And on a on a on a more serious note, to be fair, you know what word? You know what? Actually, no, it's not that serious. You know what? Word got ruined on TikTok. Gatekeeping.
Yeah,
Gatekeeping. Like, because there's a whole like gatekeeping culture around TikTok, and they're like,
yeah.
"Oh, you're gatekeeping. You're gatekeeping. Stop gatekeeping." It's like, bro, just let people have things to themselves. There are some things which just you shouldn't be allowed to use. One of the more interesting ones currently, and this is interesting for me because I'm a linguist. Um, is the so like I don't know how to. I'll call it African American English now, but it is literally that. It's called African American Vernacular English, and it's words that have been popularized by African Americans. And I don't need to go into a whole lot of them, but it's like bruh or capping or dead ass or
Okay.
you
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And there's a couple of people on TikTok who are like, guys, if you're white, stop saying that. Um, and they're getting a lot of backlash here, and I think it's a really interesting thing. Firstly, I use that language all the fucking time, and after watching those videos, I'm kind of wondering if I should. Um,
Yeah.
well, it's because oh fuck, I sound like an idiot now because I've forgotten their reasonings, but they have fairly sound reasoning, and it's basically a culture thing. It's kind of like a more evolved form of the cultural appropriation argument, and th- those arguments in the right circumstances hold very
Water for
much water.
sure.
They
Yeah.
very much hold water. Like cultural appropriation is a thing. You will not hear me
Yeah.
denying that cultural appropriation is a thing. So it's just an interesting one that like language is being gate kept now.
Yeah. And it's
Um,
certain words that get thrown around like with a certain amount of muscle behind them now. And I'm sure a lot of the time when they get used, um, there's some validity behind it. But one of the words I keep seeing get thrown around now is gaslighting.
bro, I was gonna bring that up. I was
Yeah.
actually gonna say that. But I was like, I don't want to get into that whole thing.
No,
I
we
was like,
won't go
like,
further in, but I just see it everywhere now.
like, I don't want to be the person who says this is or this isn't gaslighting. I don't want to be that person. But what I will say is, I do see a lot of TikTok comments going, people are using the word gaslighting incorrectly a fuck ton.
Yeah,
Pe-
for sure,
like
100%.
there is a lot of outrage from a lot of people who say people are using the word gaslighting incorrectly. So it's an interesting one. I
It's
think
weird when I think it's almost bordering. I think TikTok, I do wonder if now that I mean, I guess places are moving out of lockdown and stuff. I'm not saying TikTok will lose its strength, but a lot of the time when these social media platforms get so associated with having these certain subcultures, like when they
mm,
become very divided and they become notorious for certain things, like Twitter is just the controversy social media. That's all it is now.
yeah,
And
yeah,
people just leave it and don't go on it and don't bother going on it for the longest time. And every time some famous person comes back on Twitter, they're just like, oh, I remember why I left Twitter now. It's like, it's that kind of vibe. Once they become associated with a certain type of thing, I think they maybe don't gain as much steam. And I think it's natural because always there's like the honeymoon period with all these apps as people like, and then they boom, and then eventually they start to become, very
yeah, yeah, yeah.
defined and
But some very much have a longer half life than others. Like it
for
took
sure.
Twitter like a full 8 9 years,
Yeah,
but it's taken TikTok about two.
yeah.
I don't know, man. Yeah, remember when we were talking about Addison Rae like 5 minutes ago?
Remember how funny it was when we were just making jokes? No, we do seem to get to this point in the episodes, but
Well, where we talk about TikTok in a way too serious context for what TikTok is.
yeah.
I don't know. I shouldn't dismiss like how serious of an impact TikTok has on our culture.
And it
but
carries weight as well. And I think that's one
yeah,
of those things as well. And it's the whole social media thing, and it's all of this networking and outsourcing and tailoring everything to people. Like the whole premise of these For You pages and recommended for you and
yeah,
all this
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
is that basically all that happens is people just get more and more entrenched in their views. And there's a grace period where the algorithm is finding its footing and stuff. But now after a certain amount of time, and it's natural, it can't be helped in a lot of ways, because that's just the way content is consumed now. Everyone just wants to go to people they know will agree with to agree with them, or people they know they'll disagree with to argue with them.
Mm. Well, I'm glad we've made the episode about Addison Rae. The currently what is the longest podcast episode.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. This been going for
On it.
like 40 minutes. I haven't been keeping track. Damn. Sorry about that whole waffle at the end there, guys. God damn. Who knew Addison Rae could get us so heated?
No, it's all right. It's not even all on her. It's
We'll
just
we'll
everyone
cut it
else on
out in
that
post. We'll cut it out in
app.
post.
Yeah, we'll edit this all out in post.
Shit, we don't do
As if we have post.
that. Way too
No, I
lazy.
don't think it was that deep, to be honest.
Nah.
We didn't go too heavy even at the end. But yeah, thank you for joining us again.
Um yeah, thank you for joining us on the Addison Rae hour. Um, bro, you know she has a podcast.
No way.
That's a story for another time. Thank you for tuning in, guys. And we will see you
See
next
you
week.
next time.
Bye bye.